All right, now the other big development that we are tracking is that Pakistan is all set to roll out the red carpet for the Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman today. Pakistan is blocking off luxury hotels and also has, according to one report, collected as many as about 3,500 pigeons and colourful balloons to release during a welcome ceremony for the Saudi Arabian Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. The banners heralding the Crown Prince were already lining the streets of the capital. The Pakistani Armed Forces and also the Saudi Royal Guards will be on high alert. Now, Islamabad is, of course, hoping to sign a host of investment deals and other agreements during the two-day visit. Saudi Arabia is reportedly preparing to sign a record investment for Pakistan, including a $10 billion refinery and oil complex for the strategic Gwadar port on the Arabian Sea. Now, the visit includes talks with Pakistan's Prime Minister Imran Khan and also the Army Chief General Qamar Javed Bajwa. And this will be Mohammed bin Salman's second visit to Pakistan and sets the stage for major strategic shift in terms of relations between the two nations. All right, now for more on this, we are joined in by our Islamabad Bureau Chief, Anas Malik, who's joining us live from Islamabad. Good morning to you, Anas. Now, this is a significant visit by the Saudi Crown Prince, who is visiting Pakistan today. Tell us what is on the agenda.
Indeed, Saleh, it is a significant visit that the Pakistani side is looking at currently. And Mohammed bin Salman, this is his first state visit as the Saudi Crown Prince. Remember, he has been to Pakistan before in 2016 while he was the Minister of Defense of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. But this is the first time he's visiting Pakistan as the Saudi Crown Prince. He's expected to land between 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Pakistan time. That would be roughly 4:30 to 6:30 India time. Now, he's coming with a big, huge entourage. 102 people will be accompanying him, or the delegation that will be accompanying him will be about 102 people. Overall, his entourage is about 630 people. He's expected to sign 8 MOUs. He's expected to do about $15 billion worth investment in Pakistan, something that the Pakistani side is eyeing for, and it will be the biggest Saudi investment in Pakistan to date. So, by and large, the Pakistani side is looking forward to welcome him. Pakistani Prime Minister Imran Khan will himself personally be going to the Noor Khan Air Base to receive the Saudi guest, and he'll be there with his cabinet as well. He'll be driving Saudi Prince himself to the Prime Minister office that is right behind me, where the Saudi Prince is to stay. He'll be holding bilateral meetings and multilateral meetings. If you talk about the schedule for the day, the MOU signing is to take place today. And if you talk about security arrangements, the security charge has been completely and entirely given to the Pakistan Army and the Saudi Royal Guards. That is something very significant. About 2,000 personnel of the Pakistan Army have been deployed around the Constitution Avenue, and the Constitution Avenue itself, it has been decorated with welcome posters and streamers of Saudi Prince Mohammed bin Salman. So by and large, Pakistani side is looking forward to this state visit. Remember, this visit has been delayed by a day already. He was earlier scheduled to come between 16th to 17th of February, but now he is arriving on 17th and will be flying back on the 18th. Yes, Saleh.
Absolutely. Now, the other issue that I want to discuss with you, Anas, is that the Saudi Crown Prince is expected to meet with some representatives of the Taliban. What role does Saudi Arabia see for itself in brokering peace in Afghanistan as it is now starting to speak with the Taliban?
Well, Saleh, there were initial reports that he was likely to meet the Afghan Taliban because the delay was because of that particular meeting. But now what Taliban sources have been telling beyond that, the meeting itself, the Taliban delegation's arrival in Pakistan stands delayed, primarily because of some differences on talks with the United States. Remember, these rounds of talks were to be held between Pakistan and between Pakistan, US, and the Afghan Taliban, and the Taliban and both the Saudis had shown their desire to meet each other. So therefore, this venue was decided that it could be in Pakistan because the Taliban had previously in the Abu Dhabi round of talks had refused to travel to Saudi Arabia, to Makkah, and hold bilateral negotiations with the Afghan government. But by and large, now what Taliban sources have been telling beyond that, the Taliban delegation itself will not be arriving in Islamabad tomorrow or later tonight. That was to arrive later tonight around 11. So if at all it does not arise, then there is no point or no chance arising of that a possible meeting between the Taliban delegation and the US and the Saudi Crown Prince here in Islamabad. Yes, Saleh.
Absolutely. Now, the other issue here, Anas, that needs to be discussed is that this visit is taking place after the terror attack in Pulwama, and also there was this attack that took place in Zahedan in Iran. Now, both India and Iran have accused Pakistan of, in fact, having been the reason behind these terror attacks. Is this something that is likely to come up for talks when Imran Khan meets with the Saudi Crown Prince?
Well, certainly it will be part of the agenda, because given the fact that the Pakistani side has been pressing for talks with India, and given the Pakistani state's policy to not to curb terror or to not to act against terror, be that be in on the Iranian border or on the Indian border, be that be acting against the Lashkar-e-Taiba or Jaish-e-Mohammed, or on the Iranian front, be that be on acting against Jaish-ul-Adl or the like-minded terror outfits. So the Pakistani side has not been acting on it. When it comes to India, what has to be kept in mind that the Saudi Crown Prince will be flying from Pakistan to India, so that will be a point of discussion, an important point of discussion. Remember, the Pakistani side had previously also pressed Mike Pompeo in September last year when he was visiting Pakistan for a day-long trip, and then he was due to fly from Islamabad to New Delhi. With India's given position with regards to Pulwama attack, the Pakistani Prime Minister will indeed be pressing for talks with India, and is likely to ask the Saudi Crown Prince to convey to the Indian government when he flies from Pakistan to India that Pakistan wants to talk with India, and that will be a point of discussion. Now, remember, in all of those briefings that the Pakistani side has been giving, the Pakistani diplomatic sources have been giving to the ambassadors, be that be of the P5 countries or the non-permanent members of the United Nations Security Council. The Saudi ambassador has not been briefed as yet, though the Pakistani side has been categorically rejecting Indian allegations or India's claim. But at the same time, they yet to brief the Saudi ambassador. So that will be the Pulwama attack, particularly in contrast to talk to India, will indeed be an important point of discussion between the Pakistani Prime Minister and the Saudi Crown Prince. Yes,
and also, Anas, the important aspect to look at here is that India has said that it means business, and it wants to hold Pakistan accountable for what has happened in Pulwama this time round, for which it has taken two very concrete steps. Firstly, the MFN status has been taken off the table, and the duties, the export duties on Pakistani goods that are exported into India, the tariff rate has now been increased to 200%. How is this being viewed in Pakistan?
Well, it will come as a shocker for the Pakistan economy or the Pakistan's exports, given that Pakistan is the one who, Pakistani exporters were the one who were exporting from Pakistan to India mainly wheat and onions, vegetables and wheat. So it will come as a setback to those exporters, given that the cost of doing business will go up with India, particularly for the Indian importers, those who import wheat and onions from Pakistan. They will have to pay more. So by and large, it will come as a shocker. But given that Pakistan and India's trade does not lie at a much larger margin, it will not be immediately impacting unless the Pakistani side or Indian side had been involved in a bilateral agreement with regards, particularly with regards to trade. So the Pakistani side, the Pakistani Prime Minister's advisor on trade and commerce, Mr. Abdul Razak Dawood, 2 days back while responding to Vyon's question, he said that he acknowledged that India has indeed removed the MFN status of Pakistan, while at the same time he also said that Pakistan will not be reacting to this immediately. However, Pakistan can take a unilateral or a bilateral decision, but an immediate reaction is not to be seen from Pakistan on this. Yes, Saleh.
Okay, we'll have to leave it there. Thank you very much indeed, Anas.